Stu, a job well done?
Yeah, look, I think it's always difficult when a team goes down to 10 men. We talked about how at half-time, it's one of those, they defended in a low block, and I thought they'd done it really well, but we were really patient and broke them down, and Micah, what a finish. And that's what it takes. You need a little bit of magic just to unlock it, and then once it unlocks, you could see it ease about the whole stadium within the lads, and we played with a bit of freedom. But look, it's a really professional performance today.
It's the first home win since August. Is that one long overdue?
Oh, big time. I think the crazy thing is I looked at that stat today and then I looked at their away record, and they both married up that anyone could win. They could win or we could win. So it was one of those things that you kind of put to the back of your head. It's a bit frustrating our home form because we've not been bad at home. We've played well. We've not got the points at home I feel we deserve. We drew a lot of games at home, and then the games that we've lost have been very narrow. But look, we just got to keep picking points up, and we look at it now. We've got a points tally to get to, and we're heading in the right direction.
How pleasing is it that you did it the hard way? You came from behind.
I think the lads have shown that this season, really. Last season we struggled at it. When we went 1-0 down, you could pretty much guarantee that we're going to lose. But I think what we've got in the group now, we've got a bit of experience. We've got a few leaders that, they know that when we go one down, we're still in the game. And I think we've always showed consistency in the way that we control the game with the ball. And I think if you're calm and you control it with the ball, you still give yourselves a big chance. As long as you can get into half-time and you're only one down like we did away last week at York, you give yourselves a chance. And I think that was the biggest thing today. The lads stayed calm, and Max popped up with a penno, got the penno and scored it. So, look, I'm delighted for the lads, and I'm delighted for Fella to score because he works so hard, tirelessly for the team, and sometimes people don't see how hard he works, and he hasn't really been rewarded with the goals that he probably deserves, but his work ethic, he deserved his goal at the back post, little header.
Your verdict on the red card?
It's so hard from our angle. I don't think you can go in and tackle like that anymore, but it's so hard as well though, because I'd expect my forward to go in. When the ball's there to be won and there's a chance of scoring a goal, I expect you're expected to go in there and put your foot in or put your head in where it hurts. And Housey was super brave. I thought Housey was consistent once again, safe as houses once again. He's been excellent at it.
Is there a real art to playing against 10 men, Stu?
I think it's so tough because teams do it differently. When some teams go down to 10, they like to try and control it with the ball, and then they have possession like we did earlier in the season against Yeovil. And then some teams like Scunthorpe today, they went into a low block, and it's very hard to break down. You need to be really patient. You need the fans to be patient, which I think they were, and you need a bit of magic. You do. You kind of need a goal out of nothing. It's not very often that a pattern of play will open you up and the team's down to 10 men. It's always something out of nothing where you get someone in a little bit of space and they make something happen. And Micah today, to control the volley the way that he did, was top draw.
How pleased are you for Micah in that new role down that right hand side?
Yeah, he's been excellent. Micah can play in a number of positions. He's got bags of ability and he's got bags of pace. He's still learning the way that we want to do it and the way we want to play. So he's learning session by session, but look, he's come and he's had a real impact, and look, he's a great lad and he works hard.
Does it say something that you come off in a little bit disappointed that you didn't win by more?
No, I think games like today is 3 points. I think no matter how many you win by, it doesn't really matter. It's 3 points at the end of the day. I was really happy with us winning 3-1. It's one of those games, like I said, because of our home form and their away form, the pressure was on both teams today. But I thought the lads stood up to it well.
Does it say a lot about how far we've come? That not so long ago they were in the Championship and you've won this game with something to spare?
No, definitely. Look, it shows how far we've come as a team, that when you're going into a game, and this is probably the first game this season that you're expected to win and get something from, and like you say, they've been a championship club, they're a huge football club. It's just so hard at times. Once you get in the position that we're in and you're getting that bad rot, they've got a good team. It's so hard to win games of football, and this league is relentless. Like, you look at some of the results again today, teams are beating other teams that you would never expect, and that's this league. So you've got to make sure that everyone's on it, and I think that's what the lads have done in the last few weeks. The work ethic, without us playing good football, the work ethic and commitment from the lads has been outstanding.
I know you don't want to get too high when we win, too low when we lose, but 10th, 1 point off the playoffs. How are you assessing things at the minute?
Don't really look at the table, if I'm being honest. We have a points tally that we're aiming to get to, and if we get to that points tally, we'll have an unbelievable season, and we'll probably overachieve on where we should be as a football club. We've just got to keep going a game at a time, because like you say, this league's relentless. You can easily go lose 5 on the bounce again in this league. It's just the way it is. If you pick up a few injuries, the massive positive for us is now is we've got people outside the squad. It's the first time this season for the last 3 weeks that we've had people outside the squad, and they're hungry, and their attitude to the lads that have been outside the squad has been outstanding in training and that. So they're not a million miles away. They're an injury or a bad performance away now from getting back into the squad stroke team.
And finally, your wife Rachel tells us she's got to get your lucky blue outfit ready each week now. You're not normally a superstitious man, are you?
I'm not, but when we went on a little bit of a bad run of losing like 5 and it didn't look like we were struggling, I wore this, and then when we won I was like, I'm not changing it again now until we win a game of football, and now we keep winning, I can't change it. So yeah, we'll keep wearing it, hopefully it brings a bit of luck.